Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Blu-ray collection update and unboxing. If y'all don't know me, my name is David, and I review movies over at cinemadeviant.com. I started doing this as a way to give people a heads up as to what's coming out now and in the upcoming weeks as far as Blu-rays and DVDs go. Now, we have a lot to take a look at today. Let's just go ahead and cut the crap and just get right into it. First up, we have The Beach Bum, right here, starring Matthew McConaughey, among so many other people, Snoop Dogg, Isla Fisher, Jimmy Buffett, Zac Efron, and Martin Lawrence. You can see there. Love the cover art here. Love the artwork. It's fantastic. Now, I wasn't sure exactly what to expect from this movie, to be perfectly honest with you. But then I realized who directed it. And it's directed by Harmony Korine, which she directed Kids and Spring Breakers. So if you've seen those movies, Kids was a lot more raw and realistic. Spring Breakers was very out there. It's a very out there movie, but I actually love both of those movies. But you kind of know what to expect when watching this movie. It's literally a stoner comedy, and there's not a specific absolute plot going on. So I will warn you of that going into it, because then you're going to be scratching your head like, what? What's happening? Literally, it's like essentially like a Cheech and Chong movie. To a certain extent, where they're literally just going across, this whole movie and running into this cast of characters. That's essentially what the plot line kind of includes. But anyway, it actually turned out to be really great, and in the end, there was a lot of heart to it, to a certain extent. So it's really enjoyable. If you're a fan of Spring Breakers, especially, I think you're definitely gonna want to check this out. Or a fan of Matthew McConaughey. Here goes the back here if you guys don't know what it's about. But I thought it was pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and open this up. It does come with digital copy. And here we have the disc here. No interior artwork, which is to be expected, but we have the typical Universal kind of layout here. The reflective, disc art here with the blue bottom with the Blu-ray logo. And then the logo on top. All right. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for The Beach Bum. And this one is out now from Universal Studios Home Entertainment. All right. Let's see here. Up next, I'm going to try to see if I can get through these as quick as possible, because there's a lot. And then there's still more after this at some point that I'm probably going to do another video, hopefully. But anyway, next up, we have Replicas, starring Keanu Reeves. All right, Replicas. Now, this one was an iffy one for me, because I've seen kind of movies with this kind of premise before, to a certain extent, anyway. Transferring consciousness, a human consciousness, to a robot or to a piece of machinery or to a computer, things like that. So I was kind of really unexpected, or I was not expecting it to be great. I guess I'll say that. And it actually wasn't that bad. I actually had a good time watching it. It was a pretty easy watch. The only thing that I do have a problem with there's a couple of story element parts that I was like, it's kind of cringy. The CG in the movie kind of takes you out of the story whenever they show the CG moments in the movie. It kind of took me out of it a little bit, because I was like, oh man, that looks kind of bad. But other than that, I thought the plot had a lot of promise. And it wasn't, as bad as I was thinking it was going to be, but it still needed to be tweaked a little bit here and there, I think, story-wise. But great all around. Keanu Reeves did a great job, I thought. Here we go. Have you guys seen this movie? What did you guys think about it? Because, like I said, I don't mind pretty much everything that Keanu Reeves is in. I actually really like it. I enjoy it a lot. So, I don't know if I'm being biased or anything like that, but let me know. All right, so open this up. It does come with digital copy. And here we have, let's see here. Here goes the Blu-ray on this side. And then the DVD over here. Nice disc art. A little different. It does show the Android there. right. And then there goes the front, back, and spine for Replicas. And this one is out now as well from Lionsgate. All right. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I thought the plot line was something that I've seen before. You know, it's a guy and his family. Family is in an accident. Or, you know, or somebody he loves is in an accident and he tries to save them. You know, and I'm not going to say much more than that. But yeah, it's kind of like the typical plot line. So I was kind of like, I don't know. But I actually kind of enjoyed it. Next up, we have Dragged Across Concrete. Right here. Starring Mel Gibson and Vince Vaughn. Now, this one, I was anticipating this one a lot because I really love Bone Tomahawk and Brawl in Cell Block 99. I thought those were fantastic movies. Very raw, very violent as well, but so good. And so this is from the writer and director of those movies as well. So I was like, okay, I cannot wait to check this one out. This is a fantastic watch. If you're into like crime dramas and like crime noir type movies, fantastic movie. I loved it a lot. And it's shocking I guess for me to say that because I'm not a huge fan of Mel Gibson. I will be honest. I don't know. There's something about him nowadays, especially, that just doesn't rub me the right way. Like, it rubs me the wrong way, like, completely. Something about him. But this movie, I think it needed that. It needed like a grittiness, an angry, you know, side of it, and I thought it was fantastic. Really, really good. Keeps you guessing the entire way. I thought it was fantastic. Vince Vaughn did a phenomenal job as well. And here we have the back here. If you guys don't know what it's about. And there's a nice twist to it, man. There's a nice twist that just keep an eye out for. Really, really good. Like I said, very satisfying movie, and it goes great if you're gonna watch like a movie marathon. Bone Tomahawk, Cell Block 99, and then Dragged Across Concrete. I think that'll be perfect night of movie watching. All right, it does come with digital copy, and then here we have the DVD on this side, Blu-ray on this side. Fantastic. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Dragged Across Concrete. This one is out now from Lionsgate. All right. Moving right along. Let's see, what do we got next? All right. Justice League versus the Fatal 5 on 4K. It does have 4K Ultra HD, Blu-ray, and digital copy included. Nice artwork here. Some nice embossing right there, right across all the characters. Fantastic embossing right across the logo as well. Now this movie, I was being very honest. I think before when this one was coming out, that I knew nothing about the Fatal 5, and I'm an avid comic reader. I would collect comics a lot, especially back in the day, and I knew nothing. I knew not many details about the Fatal 5, so I had to look them up a little bit, and I kind of familiarized myself with them. And watching the movie, it was actually really good. Like, you can actually, I was trying to get myself ready and prepared to watch the movie. So that's why I started doing a little bit of research. Come to find out, you really don't need to. Like, everything is right there set up for you. Nothing too, I guess you could say, nothing too involved. Nothing too, like hardcore out of your wheelhouse. Especially if you love the DC movies, you're going to understand the plot. You're going to understand what's going on and why. This guy here, there is a moment here where he's running around in nothing. And it's pretty funny, though. They don't show anything, obviously, but it is a pretty funny moment early on in the movie. But fantastic. I really enjoyed it a lot. Here goes the back here. You guys don't know what it's about. I'll give you all the info there. You can pause that. And the special features, it also does include a sneak peek at the upcoming Hush movie. That's going to be amazing. I cannot wait for that. Man. I'm still hoping that they do a Blackest Night one at some point. That'd be amazing. Alright. So here it does come with digital copy. And then here we have the Blu-ray on this side, which is like a reflective cover. It does have, you see a reflective cover here with the character there. And then here goes the 4K, which is your typical just black disc art with the logo on top. Not too bad. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Justice League versus the Fatal Five. And this one is out now as well from Warner Brothers Studios Home Entertainment. Fantastic. I love these. Like I said, even this movie, I will say that it wasn't my favorite DC animated movie, but it's still really good. Like, that's the typical response that I give everybody when they say, oh, well, what's your least favorite one? Well, it was this one. Well, okay. Why? I was like, well, it's because of this and whatever. And then, but I actually still really enjoyed it. You know what I mean? So this is another one of those. Next up, we have the Lego Movie 2, the second part. On 4K, it does have 4K Ultra HD, Blu-ray, and digital copy included. Now, the Lego Movie 2, I kept wondering, how are they going to do a second one? I missed it in theaters. I didn't get to watch it. And I popped it in whenever it came in, and I was kind of surprised. I still liked the first one a lot more, I think. I think they were trying to rehash a couple of things from the first one into this one. And it wasn't completely horrible. It wasn't. But it wasn't, like, amazing either. I thought it was just good. You know, I thought it was a good movie. I do like the overall story that they had with, you know, like some timey-wimey stuff. I actually do like that a lot. I thought it was pretty cool. Seeing the cast of characters come back and then even some new ones as well. I thought it was pretty clever. So I liked it. All right. And then here goes the back here. If you guys don't know what it's about. All right. Let's go ahead and open this up. Does come with digital copy. And then here we have Blu-ray on this side, and then 4K on this side. All right, that's pretty interesting. They had this Duplo invasion. I thought that was pretty funny. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for the Lego Movie 2, the second part, and this one is out now from Warner Brothers Studios Home Entertainment. All right, now. There was one one song that I felt like they were kind of reaching for. There's, I guess, the new catchy song that they try to, and I can't remember the title of it right off the top of my head. But there's one of those catchy, just like the Everything Is Awesome. They try to, kind of implement that in the movie. When I first saw that, I was like, come on, man. Like, you're really going to force feed us another, like, you're trying to force us to be a thing, another song. By the end of this movie, I was singing it repeatedly. I will say that, so it worked. Anyway, Lego Movie 2, really good. Next up, we have Fighting With My Family. This is the director's cut. As you can see here on Blu-ray. It does have Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. Now, this is the story of the WWE superstar Paige and, her rise to fame and how she got into the WWE and things like that. I'm a wrestling fan. I am, unapologetically. So I was really wanting to see this movie. I was really wanting to see how her story was going to play out, translated to I guess, in a movie. It was actually not bad. I actually really enjoyed it a lot. There was some things that I felt like they kind of, obviously they exaggerated a bit. And there was her debut match on WWE TV where she fought AJ Lee, and I went back and compared it to the match that they showed here in the movie, and there's for the most part they got it pretty much down, like even step for step, word for word. They did kind of, like I said, extend or exaggerate certain moments, but all in all, I thought it was pretty good. I didn't have a problem with it at all. And I really like Nick Frost a lot. He was great in it as well. Lena Headey is in there. I thought she did fantastic. Now, The Rock being in there was, I guess, the kind of, I know he, executive produced the movie or something like that, produced it. him being in there wasn't necessary. I think, anyway. I don't think that it was necessary for him to be in the movie at all. But it is The Rock. That was the attention getter. So I guess I understand. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. It does have digital copy. And here we have the DVD on this side, Blu-ray on this side. Nothing too extravagant or anything like that. This does have a black Blu-ray logo at the bottom instead of the typical blue. But pretty good. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Fighting With My Family, and this one is out now from Universal Studios Home Entertainment. What did you guys think of this movie? Whether you're a wrestling fan or not, if you've seen this movie, what did you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. All right, next up, we have How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World on 4K. It does have 4K Ultra HD, Blu-ray, and digital copy. You can see there. Fantastic. This is the 4th movie in the series, I believe. Am I correct? I think so. And then here goes the back here. If you guys don't know what it's about, there's special features as well. All right, so this movie, I thought it was really good. I enjoy all the How to Train Your Dragon movies. I even enjoyed the cartoon that they had a while back. I thought that was pretty good. These movies are literally like a no-brainer. You're going to love them just because of, the comedy that they have in it. It does have a lot of heart, which is really, really good. That's the thing that attracts me to these animated features as well. If it has a lot of heart and a nice message, along with it, I'm sold. And I love watching those with my son because, you get a good moral coming out of it. You know what I mean? Or a good message, like I said. Fantastic. Loved it a lot. Let's go ahead and pop this open. Does have digital copy. And let's see here. Here we have the Blu-ray on this side and the 4K on this side. Some nice disc art. Essentially, it's just the cover, but nice disc art nonetheless. Fantastic. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. And this one is out now from Universal Studios Home Entertainment. Fantastic. I didn't manage to get the steelbooks for this, but eventually I'll pick them up because, again, good set of movies. If all the steelbooks pretty much look the same, now that I'm saying that, I don't think the steelbook for this one looked the same as the other ones. That kind of irks me all the time. Anyway, next up we have 13 Reasons Why Season 2. So you can see here. I actually really like the cover art here. It kind of goes with the Season 1 set as well. And then here goes the back here. You guys don't know what it's about. Now, this is a Netflix show. And it's one of those where I honestly, I watched the first season because it was so, talked about. And I thought it was great. I thought it was really good. The message involved was really important. I was kind of left wondering, they left it open to the point where there's going to be a season 2, and I was like, why and how? Why? For this specific reason, I feel like the message was brought across. We heard it loud and clear, and I think that was enough. Now, so when I watched the second season, I kind of already went in, with a sour taste in my mouth. I was like, oh, come on, let's just watch it. So I'm watching it, and the first couple of episodes pass, and I was just like, this is dumb. This is dumb. There's no need for this. Why are they doing another season? It feels like it's gonna squash everything that the first season accomplished and the message that they were trying to put across. Now, as the season went on, it got better and better. I will admit that. It got better and better, and I actually ended up enjoying it quite a bit. It grabbed a hold of me, and I was sold on it. I was just like, okay, like I wanted to binge it. I kept watching episode after episode after episode, and I just wanted to know what was going to happen at the end and how it was going to happen at the end. And just like the first season, it ended off on a note where, okay, you know, there is a possibility for something to happen in a third season, which I think they've already announced, if I remember correctly. But it wasn't bad. Like that kind of goes to show right there. Like, watch it. Watch something anyway. If you think that you're gonna hate it, watch it anyway. You might be pleasantly surprised. You know what I mean? So anyway, here we have the set here. Let's open this up, and we do have disc 1 here, disc 2, disc 3, right here, and then disc 4. Now, it looks like they all have the episode names right there at the bottom, which is really good and helpful. And then you have an episode guide in the interior, which I really like a lot when TV shows do that. That's very, very helpful. Or whenever they include just a little slip, you know, for the episode. Because if there's a particular episode that you really like, you can go straight to that episode without having to jump around and trying to figure out which episode it is. So I thought that was really good. I like it whenever they do that. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for 13 Reasons Why Season 2, and this one is out now from Paramount. Now, this one is another one I'm very curious about. Have you guys watched it? What did you guys think? Did you think it was unnecessary like I did initially? Let me know in the comments. All right, next up, we have What Men Want. Right here on Blu-ray. It does have Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy starring Taraji P. Henson and Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan! that was my best Tracy Morgan impression. I'm so sorry. But I love Tracy Morgan, man. He's one of those dudes. My wife hates Tracy Morgan, by the way. She thinks he's like completely annoying. I think the way that he purposely is annoying, and that's hilarious to me, I think. But anyway, essentially this is what women want, just, you know, flipped around. I actually enjoyed this one quite a bit as well. I didn't think I was going to, just because, again, you have the mindset already, like, okay, this is just a rehash of something we've already seen. It can't be good. It was actually not bad at all. I actually had a really fun time watching it. It's not the best movie in the world, I will admit that, but it's really fun. That's about as far as I'll go. It was a fun movie to watch. Like, if you're just looking for something to kind of giggle at and things like that, this is definitely one of them. And here goes the back here, if you guys don't know what it's about. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. And it does have digital copy. And then here we have the Blu-ray on this side and DVD on this side. Nothing too extravagant, no discard, nothing like that. The typical blue, and then the typical gray for the DVD. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for What Men Want, and this one is out now from Paramount. All right, I think we're doing pretty good right now. Moving right along, we have The Upside, starring Kevin Hart and Bryan Cranston and Nicole Kidman. Now, this one was one that I was like, oh wow, Kevin Hart's going to be in a more drama-filled movie, and my interest was already there because I was like, I want to see like what he can do, you know. The thing is, there is drama in this movie, and it is a very serious movie at times, and it tackles serious subjects at times. But there's a lot of just Kevin Hart himself injected into this movie, so much so that it kind of, like, half of it is like a comedy, which is, I think, really great as well, because, you know, that gives the movie a lot of heart and a lot of light moments when sometimes there's a lot of serious things going on. And I really appreciated this movie a lot. I really loved it a lot. I've already seen it twice because I wanted to show it to my wife. I thought it was great. Bryan Cranston gives a phenomenal performance. I mean, somebody that has to play a quadriplegic is like, I mean, that's a task right there. You know, you have to be sensitive to people that do suffer from quadriplegia, and I thought it was a great look at that world. You know what I mean? For somebody that does have that ailment, and they did it in such a way that it was really good. It was really heartwarming at the same time. And then seeing Kevin Hart's character, you know, having the struggles that he has in the movie, and them coming together, this odd couple coming together, and it just clicking, it working so well. I thought it was fantastic. They Kevin Hart and Bryan Cranston have fantastic chemistry on screen together. I would love to see them in another movie. Fantastic. And then here goes the back here. And then the bonus features as well. All right, let's go ahead and pop this open. So it does have digital copy. And then here we have the DVD on this side, Blu-ray on this side, the typical Universal format here, semi-reflective disc art with the logo on top, Blu-ray logo on the bottom. All right. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for the upside, and this one is out now from Universal Studios Home Entertainment. All right, great movie, man. I really liked it a lot. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did, but it was really, really good. Next up, we have Cold Pursuit on 4K. There's a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital copy, starring Liam Neeson. Now, I remember when this movie came out in theaters. I didn't see it in theaters. I missed it. But when it came out in theaters, a lot of I saw a lot of people saying how bad it was, and it wasn't that great, and and this and that. And again, another perfect example of just watch it yourself, form your own opinion. Because I watched it, I actually really enjoyed it, but I really like dark comedies, and this is a dark comedy. It's almost in the vein of like Fargo and things like that. Now, a lot of my family members had seen it previously, and they were telling me, well, I didn't like it. Why did you like it? I didn't like it at all. I'm like, well, what didn't you like about it? I don't know. I'm like, well, then you can't say that you didn't like it if you don't know what you didn't like. And I think some of them are the way after I saw the movie and I kind of realized what they were talking about. I understood, because a lot of them are fairly conservative-ish in their movie watching. So they don't watch movies that are a little, out there, outside of the box kind of thing. This had a lot of dark comedy moments, stuff that's like funny, but it's like wrong that it's so funny. I thought anyway. And I figured that's probably why that they didn't like it. So there's probably a good chance that it could be the same for anybody that you hear that did not like it. That's just a kind of an observation, I guess you could say. But I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was good. It also kind of is like the typical Liam Neeson trope, though. Like, something goes wrong with his family, so he goes after so-and-so because of that, and he's exacting revenge. Things like that. So just be ready for that in case. And then here goes the back here, if you guys don't know what it's about. And then special features as well. All right. Looks great on 4K as well, mind you. All right, so it does come with digital copy. And then here goes the Blu-ray on this side, 4K on this side. Fantastic. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Cold Pursuit. And this one is out now from Lionsgate. All right. Moving right along. Now these next ones I'm gonna do as a bunch because I've already done a video on them. But people wanted to know my thoughts. The Batman movies. Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. People wanted to know what I thought about the 4K transfers on it. I thought they were amazing. there's something about these movies that, just like there was another movie I was talking about recently. Oh, Dumbo. That it feels very theatrical, like it's obviously, but like a theater performance. Like you're watching a play in some cases, and I think that kind of lends itself really, really well to 4K. I think seeing it on this, in this extravagant way with the clarity, the colors, especially like the first two are fairly dark. I will say that, but even that, like the black levels, pump that darkness up where you can see everything very, very well. The last two are very bright. They're very colorful. They're very out there. And that looks beautiful. Now, movies aside, though, what you think about the movies, where that's not the thing that we're talking about here. We're talking about the way it looks. Video just looks, oh my God, it looks amazing. It looks really, really great. And then the sound quality as well. I'm not too much of a sound buff. I appreciate good sound, don't get me wrong. But my ear's not tuned in to that completely. So if it sounds pretty decent to me, it doesn't sound muffled, fantastic. And they all sounded great to me. So I had no problem. To me, these are probably some of the best 4K transfers that I've seen in a good while. A lot of times, like Paramount puts out really good 4K transfers. Who else? Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers, I've had no issue really with Warner Brothers releases. Lionsgate, here and there. That's the studio that's kind of like, it walks the line sometimes. Like sometimes there's some really good ones, and then sometimes there's some like iffy ones. But so far, I've had no problem with these. I watched them once again. I watched them once when I first got them, and then again just to kind of pay more attention to the video aspect. I thought they looked amazing. They were fantastic. They were great. So that's for you guys, and these are out obviously now from Warner Brothers Studios Home Entertainment. That's for you guys, the ones that were asking me what I thought about it. So next up we have Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on 4K Ultra HD. Does that 4K Ultra HD, Blu-ray, and digital copy. I don't know why I'm sounding like a toy commercial right now. But this was one that was like, what? Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know they've had comics. They actually, I think, have a comic out right now, if I remember correctly. But literally, when I had this in my hands, my first thought was, I feel like I made this story up in third grade when I was a kid. Like, I think I should deserve some credit for this. But, I mean, the cover let's look at the cover first. Cover looks amazing. Some nice embossing all around the turtles, all around Batman himself. Logo as well. Batman in this movie is Kevin Conroy. That's my Batman. I love him so much. So I thought, like, it can't be bad, right? Watched it, and it's not bad. Surprisingly enough, you think it would be like really, really dumb and stuff like that. I thought it was great. I thought it was really, really good. Like, I think they need to do like a couple more of these, I think, at some point. You have Batman, which, if you're a fan of Batman the Animated Series, you know what to expect. If you're a fan of Ninja Turtles, you know what to expect. Mix them together, and it's like, okay, cool. Like, I can get with this, This is pretty cool. And they even have, without saying too much and spoiling too much, they do have mutations of Batman's famous rogues gallery. So I thought that was cool as well. It's kind of off the wall. It's an off the wall, idea and story element, but it worked, man. I thought it was cool. So fantastic. Here goes the back here. If you guys don't know what it's about. And the special features as well. And this one also includes a sneak peek at Batman Hush. But I enjoyed it quite a bit, man. This one, I've already seen it twice. I watched it once myself because I had to, really watch it. And then it was so good, I was like, oh, okay, my son and I have to watch this together. And he loved it as well. All right, it does come with digital copy. Oh, you like my shirt? That's a gift from my son for Father's Day. He was like, "You're not gonna wear that, are you?" I'm like, "Watch me, bro." And here goes the Blu-ray over here, and then the 4K on this side. Fantastic. I like the artwork right here. They're all in the shadows. I think it's really cool. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And this one is out now from Warner Brothers Studios Home Entertainment. Fantastic. Like I said, I really feel like they need to do more of these. Like they need to do a part 2 or a part 3, something like that. Because there's something about it. It just works, man. It's good. It really is. All right, next up was a personal pickup that I had gotten. And that was an addition to my Mondo Steelbook collection. This is Ghost in the Shell. I've been meaning to pick this one up for a good while now. And there was no excuse. It was like $15 or something like that. And finally, I got around to, I saw it at Walmart. And I was like, okay, just get it, David. Just grab the dang thing. And I did. And and it looks beautiful. It's a beautiful steelbook. Fantastic. And that's going to go with my Mondo collection. There's still so many more that I have to pick up. But little bit at a time. I'll get them one little by little. Here goes the back here. If you guys don't know, Ghost in the Shell is one of my favorite animes. I don't get to really watch anime too much anymore. But this one was one of the first ones that I saw when I was a lot younger. And completely fell in love with anime back then. Now there's so many animes that I just can't keep up. And I know some of you guys have recommended some to me, and I've tried. I still have a list. There's a list somewhere in my notebook of animes that I need to check out at some point that you guys have sent over. But always welcome the recommendations, though. So thank you. Steelbook itself, beautiful. Really nice shine to it. Nice glossiness right here. And then there goes the back there. And then here goes the interior. So the disc itself looks really, really nice as well. Fantastic. Interior artwork. Nothing too crazy. Just kind of more of the outside look of what it had. And then here goes the full-on front, back, and spine for Ghost in the Shell. This is Mondo Steelbook number... I can't see. It says 18, I believe. 18. And I've seen these pop up at Walmart's. Like various Walmarts. I'm still missing like Highlander that's popped up at Walmart, and I think there's another one. I can't remember. But yeah, at some point I'm gonna track down all these. I've been kind of on the Mondo Steelbook kick for the Disney releases and things like that. So there's gonna be another video for one of those coming up pretty soon as well. Next up, we have The Haunting of Sharon Tate, starring Hilary Duff. Now, this is essentially a telling of the moments that led up to the death of Sharon Tate. And this was during the Helter Skelter incident with Charles Manson and his people and things like that. And I know the story already. I know what to expect. I was assuming that we were going to be getting, I guess a retelling of it, which we did to a certain extent, but there was like these like flashbacks that kept happening, and it was showing you the end part in the beginning, and I'm like, no, that wasn't necessary. I felt like, and I think the whole point is that they're trying to say that Sharon Tate knew all this was going to happen. She had premonitions. Now, I don't know that for sure if there was things being said like, oh, she did in the story, in the exact story, real story, or if they were just doing that for movie purposes. But I don't feel like it worked. I thought it was a good movie. The performances were great, but the editing, how they edited it together, and some of the overall plot and things like that, it was just a little weird for me. I watched it once, and like I said, I was like, I didn't know how I felt about it. Watched it again, and I still didn't know how I felt about it. To be honest, to be perfectly honest about it, I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I was going to. So yeah, there you go. And then here goes the back here. If you guys don't know what it's about, special features are there as well. Go ahead and pop this open. It does have digital copy. And then here we have the disc there, Blu-ray. No interior artwork or anything like that. It does have disc art though. It's essentially just the cover. Disc art's always appreciated, so that's good. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for The Haunting of Sharon Tate. And this one is out now from Lionsgate. All right. And last but not least, we have a Vigilante, starring Olivia Wilde. Now, I love Olivia Wilde. I everything she's in, I think is phenomenal. I think it's great. She makes some really good choices with her roles. And reading the back here, it just seemed like it was again. This is like one of those things where it just felt like it was a rehash of a movie that we've seen before. That movie being what was it, Jennifer Lopez in Enough. It seemed like it was exactly that, even down to her right here, like training, like boxing in the back. I was like, oh no, this is this is gonna be weird. And even if you pause that and read what it's about, it seems very much just like that. And watched it, and I was pleasantly surprised. There's a lot more to it than just that. And it's a great thriller as well. I thought Olivia Wilde did fantastic in this movie. I thought she gave a phenomenal performance, I think. And this is going to be one that might fly under the radar for a lot of people. So I urge you to check this out. It's really good. It's a really good thriller. I think you guys will enjoy it. And then, well, I already showed you the back. Let's go ahead and pop this open. It does have digital copy. And here we have DVD on this side, Blu-ray on this side. Fantastic. Same artwork, but that's okay. At least there is a Blu-ray logo here to not confuse you of which one's which. And then here goes the front, back, and spine for Vigilante. And this one is out now from Lionsgate. All right. So we kind of got through these pretty quickly. I had a big stack, man. And then there's still more. Like, I'm looking over at another stack. And I feel like I say that a lot whenever I do these videos, which is horrible. But thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you dug it or found it informative in any way. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well, because I will be coming back with more videos as always. And with all that being said, we will catch you next time.